So you join me in the new Ford Kuga. So this is a 2024 model. I'm in the Active, so the 2.5 litre front wheel drive EV. And yeah, we're going to go for a little drive and just, yeah, show you what it's like. Automatic gearbox, so sticker into drive. And yeah, we'll go for a little loop. And hopefully, yeah, you get a good impression of what this car is like behind the wheel. My main comparison, I suppose, for this is sort of like a Tiguan. And I've really enjoyed that sort of car. And I like the look of the Kuga. I feel like, personally for me, I'd be more interested in like the ST line. That's certainly where I would go for. This is just the Active, which comes with a whole lot of kit, not gonna lie. It sets off super quietly in this. You wouldn't expect it to have a, you know, a 2.5 litre engine under it. But I'm a big fan of sort of like the hybrid nature of cars. But we're just about to come onto a dual carriageway. The car does feel quite big, but then that's what you expect. Space-wise, interior sort of quality feels quite nice. I've got you on the GoPro audio, so you can let me know how you find sort of like the noise of the car, wind noise and things. Yeah, very smooth. I've got to say, very, very eloquent. You get sort of like, obviously the hybrid nature as well, and then it'll kick in the engine when it needs to. And I feel in sort of like this day and age, that kind of works quite well. Particularly with like a big car like this, you're not fully reliant on the electric side of things. You can sort of go off, yeah, go off the petrol. Now, I believe this has around sort of 220 horsepower. It's currently showing about 52 miles per gallon average. So it's not like a huge amount, but actually for a car this kind of size, I'm at SMMT today, by the way, so this is a Ford UK press car, hence why you saw a Lotus go past there. Yeah, it feels very, very smooth. The Tiguan certainly probably had a little bit more, and I'm sorry I'm comparing it to that, but that's just the main car that I've kind of tested against before in the past. Certainly had a little bit more sort of, I suppose, quality inside, but this feels like a bit more like you could just chuck a few more things in. It doesn't feel like it's got like scratchy plastics or anything like that. The infotainment's quite big, very similar to what I've sort of shown. I've driven like quite a lot of like Focus STs. It works in that. In fact, the whole infotainment is very similar to that. Booted up fine. Got the head-up display too, which is quite nice. And yeah, I'm sort of enjoying my kind of time so far. Sort of like, yeah, just in the car, getting up to speed with it. The suspension feels really, really compliant actually. Really, really nice. And actually, it's the fact that it's so quiet is it's quite powerful in terms of just being able to just to chill out. The indicator stalks, I know this is going to sound weird, they feel better quality than they've have done before. Maybe because this is such like a, you know, it's a Kuga, it's a top of the range kind of model. Very, very nice. I know you can get quite a lot of different trims in this one. Like I said to you, I like the ST line, the ST line X. But I'm very interested to know your thoughts in the comments, because, you know, I'll probably spend a little bit more time with this car as well today. So, you know, if you have any other questions that you'd like to know, let me know. I have done a video, sort of like a walk around of this car when I sort of viewed it as a Ford event. So it's been flooding so much, and I'd be inclined to go with sort of like a 4-wheel drive model personally, if you're going to get a car this big. But this is front wheel drive, and I'm certainly enjoying it. This has got like heated seats, heated steering wheel. Yeah, there's not much it hasn't got. Yeah, it feels like it's got quite a lot. What do you guys think of like the interior and the wheel? The wheel actually feels quite nice as well. I can kind of give you a touch and feel, my kind of like first impressions of this. Feels nice. You know, it just feels like you can just waft around. And obviously the audience for this is going to be for families, and the practicality is going to be quite a main point. So we'll step out and have a little walk around as well after this point of view. I can kind of show you what I think. I tell you what, we've gone through a little bit of like a bit of slow driving and a little bit of faster driving as well. I'll take, well actually I tell you what, I'll get up to speed from this dual carriageway, and we'll go for a little walk around and yeah, kind of sum things up a little bit. Now it's quite difficult to pull out of here, and let's see how much power we've got out of the car. So I'll go quite foot hard down. Oh well, that's a weird noise. It's almost like it was like traction control or something, but we got up to speed pretty quick, right behind the caravan. But right, I'm gonna go for a little bit more of a drive for this, and we'll go for a little bit of a walk around afterwards. So yeah, let's go from there. I tell you what, actually, having gone for a drive, I'm actually really impressed with this car. You can see the big panoramic roof this car's got, the sunroof, and it does come with like a lot of kit as standard. This is quite full on. You've got a lot. And we'll go outside as well. It's a little bit windy, so do forgive that. But I love like sort of like the touch and feel actually, and apologies if it's a bit dark. We've had such an overcast day today. And yeah, with the infotainment too, the seats feel quite nice as well in this active model with the leather. It's certainly got a lot better feel and touch sort of around here than I would have expected. And that's one of those things that you can only really get when you sort of spend a little bit of time inside the car. And yeah, it drives like an SUV, so it's quite heavy. But actually it still has a bit of Ford DNA. I personally would prefer not to have front wheel drive. I think I'd rather have the extra traction. Heads up display is very nice, so this pops up just here, makes things nice and easy. And it's a big car. I mean, you can see in the back there we've got loads of space for the back passengers and for front passengers as well. Plenty of storage, you know, storage bins are big. Interior quality feels good. A nice ride. It makes a few interesting noises with sort of like the hybrid and the electric kind of nature. It's sort of like yeah, making a bit of strange, so it kind of scares me a little bit. But no, it seems to work all well, and economy seemed pretty good. And it certainly is like a relaxing car to kind of like sit in and sort of, yeah, just to enjoy that kind of aspect of it, which is nice. Now, it is going to get a little bit windy when we step outside, but I kind of want to at least, well, actually no, I'll show you a walk around as I'm talking now. I think that's probably the best thing to do because it's too windy, you're not going to hear me. But the design of the car looks really nice. I love sort of just like the way, yeah, it's all subjective, so let me know what you think of the looks. Obviously this being the active model, it's not an ST line. It's got those 18-inch wheels. Nice design, you know, practical for everyone's kind of needs as well, and with the balance of not necessarily having to be a full sort of petrol powered car. I think it's got kind of a lot going for it, the Kuga. But yeah, obviously, yeah, short kind of stint sort of spent with it, but yeah, the new Kuga, I liked it. And my comparison being with the Tiguan, yeah, it's certainly up there. They're similar kind of price points as well. I like my Ford for kind of sporty and dynamic driving, so I'd love to try the ST line. I think that would probably be something to check out too. But for a car for everything, yeah, it's kind of got it going on. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of like, yeah, walk around and sort of features of the Kuga. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.